Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. I know I was AWOL last week, so that's why this week I'm going to give you a little bit more of the episode this week, so you'll probably be around the 10-minute mark. Lucky for you guys, some of you will be like, oh no, man, more of you talking, but still. If you're feeling it, you know what to do. Keep it locked. Tell your people all about your boy Randy Prizzle. Let's get on to the unpopular opinions for this week. Big up first time watchers, season watchers. Let's go. Sleepovers should be normal for adults. They're way better than parties. No, this person is delusional to be thinking that sleepovers for adults is better than parties. No, it's not. I get it, obviously. You're still in that kid state of mind where you cannot get out of that kid state and transform yourself into being an adult. But yeah, you're allowed to have your kids' moments, and this is not one of them. Sleepovers at someone's house. Listen, I've had sleepovers at friends' house, but that's when I need to travel the next day. For those particular reasons, it's fine. But when you're trying to say, oh, it should be a party, PJs and all of that, for the gal them, fine. For the man them, it's looking a bit mad still. That's all I got to say there. I don't think that's the right way to go about these sort of things when you're deciding to have a sleepover party at your brethren's house, at your friend's house. It's just looking weird at all. Really, really weird. That's all I've got to say on that. Next one. Night showers are the only showers that actually matter. Now listen, it's your preference. You know what I mean? Whether you wash in the day or the night, it doesn't matter. I think still, as long as you wash, you keep yourself clean. Who cares when you wash? If you wash during the day or you wash during the night, it doesn't matter to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like the song, Javine, and that comes to mind. You could be the nana and you could be the nana, it don't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? So I generally think if you wash at night, fair enough. If you wash at day, fair enough. I obviously think obviously if you have to go somewhere during the day, it's best to wash during the day. Long day, all of that. If you haven't got anything to do on a day, night, early evening, do what you got to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm an early evening washer when I ain't got stuff to do. So that's just what it is. Next one. Being consistently available via phone is ruining real friendships. I think in terms of obviously you need to meet someone in person. I think there's that lack of what would I say? That lack of real life where you're seeing that person's emotions in real time and you're able to kind of understand from a perspective of how they're feeling emotionally. Because face-wise you can tell, while someone will text you and send you a text of, oh, that person is this, that and that, and you know, I don't know about this, you don't really understand too much in terms of their response and their reactions to how they're really feeling. Because sometimes text can be misleading. Phone calls, you can generally obviously hear someone's voice in the background and how they sound from their voice, but it's different when you meet them in person. When you meet them in person, I believe that tells you more of the full story. You get to understand that person a lot more, and you get to really try to give them more of advice that you potentially would need. So I do think, listen, it's kind of like the same thing with people who decide to do online stuff and, let's say make things with people online. Sorry for the background noise. But yeah, if they decide to, let's say, play with friends online, Call of Duty and all of that, it's not the same as it was back in the days when you all used to meet face to face. We all used to play on the joy pads and we all used to be having the time of our lives. Do you know what I mean? Singing this, time of my life. Because literally that was the good times. Fun, you're in the yard, chilling, calling your boys and your girls over, whoever you got, and just having some good times. Do you know what I mean? But I think it has been lost in a way, generally, because the face-to-face interactions aren't there as they used to be anymore. Next one. You aren't You aren't entitled to other people's silence in public. I mean, listen, I do think when you're obviously in a library, you obviously have to be silent. It is a bit rude to come out and start playing loud music. And obviously now what they're going to do on the buses now, I don't know if people have heard this, here in the UK, you obviously have to keep your headphones in. So your music can't be played out loud. You can't really speak in on the voice on the speakers. So you have to obviously have them in your ear when you're speaking to someone, or the phone in your ear. So you can't really now, let's say, do it out loud. Do you know what I mean? You can't do the Ed Sheeran stuff. Thinking out loud, we found all of that, or whatever you found with that person. You can't do that out loud anymore. So, but I hear it. It is a bit disruptive, to be honest, because that sort of thing when you're doing that can generally come off as you just being rude. You just don't care about people's feelings or thoughts. You just want to just do what you want to do. You just couldn't give a stuff, to be honest. And I think that can obviously come across as you just being a bit of a twat. So this is my things. But listen, if it's like an event, you're out in the park, you're out, fair enough. Blast your music, do what you have to do. But I think obviously if it's in a closed environment where people are trying to study or all of that, then it's looking a bit mad still. But next one. Brides who use the word vision during wedding planning are absolutely out of their minds or self-centered. I don't really care, to be honest, about if it is or it isn't, to be honest. I mean, if they see a vision and if they don't want to call it a vision, then who cares, to be honest? I don't really have too much qualms about that. If you see a vision, you see a vision. If you don't see a vision, you don't see a vision. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's them planning a wedding. If they want to plan a wedding, they call it what they want to call it. Doesn't mean they're self-centered or out of their mind. It's just what they want to call it, innit? I mean, I don't really have any qualms about it. So, to be honest, I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, it's here nor there for me. Let's move on to the next one. Sleeping while cuddling with your partner is awful. Now, I haven't really experienced this, so I don't really know too much about that. So, you let a partner you squeeze and cuddle? Nah, not really. So, I don't really understand the grasp of that, but it seems like it could be nice. It seems like you're in a space where you're comfortable with someone, you're putting your arm around them, and you're feeling the vibes, you know what I mean? You're generally in that space where it's like, I'm just feeling the warmth there, especially on a cold night. If it's cold out there, you wrap your arm around your partner, you're feeling the warmth, you're feeling the love for true. No one says true, I can feel the love, can you feel it too? I can feel it all. You can feel it all when it rises as well, so you'll feel the love indeed. But I hear it in the terms of obviously some people say it's awful. I don't really think it is. I think it's just warmth. I think it's that feeling. I think obviously if you're sick of your partner, then don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Then you really shouldn't be with your partner if you don't want to be cuddling with your partner, because that's mad. You should be at least once, let's say twice or 3 times a week, trying to cuddle your partner while you're in bed. There's days where she'll probably be mad at, or he'll probably be mad at you, and then just don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Because if you know they're mad, don't try and extend the arm around them. It's going to look bad. Do you know what I mean? You might get a whack or something. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to look good. So, next one. We should call countries by what they call themselves. I think they mean in terms of like Germany calling themselves Deutschland and China calling themselves Xingzhou. I mean, I hear it, but I think that's their obviously spoken language, isn't it? That's what they want to refer to themselves as. I don't think they would feel comfortable with, let's say, people who are not from their country calling them their particular words that they used to call their country. I don't know. I'm just probably speculating here. So I don't think it's probably something they would like in general terms. So you go to them and say, oh, you're from Deutschland. I don't think the Germans will sit right with them. So you're calling me Deutschland? You're not from Deutschland? That's Irish. But anyways, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, I think it could be a line of maybe a little bit of a disrespect. So I wouldn't go there, to be honest. So I'll just call it what it is. Unless they tell me, hey, you can call it that, then it's fair. But I rather not. So yeah, in case it gets peaky and they start some problems with me. just because I said something didn't need to say and it's taken the wrong way. But yeah, but that's it, guys. This is the end of the episode of Unpopular Opinions. Big yourselves up, first time watchers, season watchers. And we know we usually do when we finish. I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on. But before that, you know what to do below, all of that. First time watchers, season watchers, big yourselves up. And you know what I used to do when I finish here? Give my opinions and react later on. See you later.